Hey guys, actually this is today is Sunday, but the video that you're gonna be looking at is gonna be watching next. It happened to be that I actually uploaded yesterday, Saturday. It was late, like early morning Sunday. But about the income that I made for Saturday. But this is actually a list of the trips that are live at this point. This is almost like the peak hours, and obviously it's Sunday too, so you can see how some of these prices on these trips, and you could pick and choose whichever one you want closer to your pickup. Wherever whatever you are, basically. Because for instance, like this trip happened to be where I'm at. I'm only like a few minutes away from this trip. Um, as you can see, you could reserve it by clicking reserve. Um, if you click reserve, it tell you, are you sure you wanted to take this trip? I'm not taking this trip right now. Canceling it, and here you got some more information. You're collecting $550. You got two passengers, and the toll is included. I'm sure this trip does not have any tools involved. But guys, I'm just kind of want to show you this part of the pre-scheduled trips, and you can see literally the time where it tells you when the person want to be picked up. But in my next video you're gonna be watching is from Saturday night, because I uploaded a video and never actually published it. Okay. Let's just look at the next video about my earning from Saturday. Hey, how's it going, guys? Fox Racing. Welcome to the channel today. Man, it hasn't stopped raining for like almost 3 days straight, right? And it's gonna rain today, maybe Sunday. That's what the forecast says. I don't trust these meteorologists. They always never tell the truth, but they get paid. That's what they call them meteorologists, because they just announce the weather, not knowing exactly Mother Nature, right? Look, man, I know I'm exhausted, and you could tell from my bulging, eye bags. When I'm tired, that's how I look, sometimes. But it's okay. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, right? Because I had to take over my shift, at Revel. When I went into the depot, there's plenty cars that I could pick and choose, but they're all the same. They're all new. All the Teslas are new, except for the one they've been out. I think the most that I've seen, some of these mileage on some of the Tesla are about around 20,000. The highest that I've seen so far, right? So now they got plenty cars. It's amazing that I get to drive. I get to drive different car, different day, different car. You know what I'm saying? So, and obviously, when I went in today, and I've been actually driving these new ones. They're really nice and tight. These cars are cool. It's just the range on these cars. They're very you probably if you own one of these cars as personal use, you're always gonna have that anxiety of the range, because they only run on 326 miles per full charge. So and I know for a fact, one Saturday during the winter we had really cold weather, and honestly I run out of the battery in like 6.5 hours of driving time. And obviously it wasn't actually fully charged, because they rather they don't really fully charge them. They charge them at probably like 3/4 full. So that's what usually with the Tesla they recommend, that you don't want to charge the battery at full capacity. It's like 90%, maybe somewhere there. And when I went in this morning, so I picked the car. So this car, I didn't notice it, honestly. Which more likely, like sometimes I might wanted to look at the range to see if the car actually was charged. But this car, I took it, drove it into Manhattan, because obviously we cannot pick up from Brooklyn. No, we could pick up and drop off anywhere around, you know, the five boroughs except Manhattan. And we basically still confined to just a lower part of Manhattan at this point. So what happened, you know, I took the car, drove it to New York. I'm about to start taking trips. I mean, I started taking trips anyway. So the card has actually had only 148 miles left, you know, as far as the, you know, because it was around like maybe 65%, right? And the battery was at 65%. So, and I drove the car. I got some few trips to LaGuardia because obviously Revel, we only allowed to pick up and drop off at LaGuardia and JFK, and also now people can actually request a car to go to Newark International, right? Newark Airport, which is Jersey, right? But we only supposed to drop off, no pick up, and you come back empty. So I did a couple of trips, knowing the fact that the battery was low, and it went down to 36% at that point. It was like somewhere 37%. So at that point, you know, I called. I texted them, you know, I didn't even call them. I was thinking more likely that whatever that left on the battery, that might probably last me for the rest of the shift, but I doubt it. So when I send them the picture, you know, which the one you see right here on my screen, right, with the low range, right, they actually they got my text. And one of the supporter, you know, he's pretty cool dude actually. I know everybody there at the Revel. Yeah, shout out Tristan. He's a Revel supporter. So he told me just return the car, swap the car. At that point I told him, look, you know, and this is the first time, you know, since I started with Revel since August 2nd, I've never missed a day. You know, I never called in, you know, whatever, but I've always been there on time, blah blah blah. And then he told me, yeah, return the car. And at that point, you know, honestly, like in the morning, I wasn't feeling good anyway at that point, and I asked him if I could just return the car and call it a day. And he says, yeah, look, no problem, just return the car. And then what happened? It was around 12:30 when I returned the car. When I returned the car at 12:30. You know, at that point, I went, picked up my vehicle, right? My Camry. I love my Camry, man. And at that point, I said, man, I'm gonna continue, you know, with Myle. You know, Myle is pretty cool, man. I'm telling you, I'm digging this app huge, right? So, yeah, what I did is basically started around like 12, yeah, around like quarter to 1. Yeah, I had my first trip, and I just wanted to upload this video again, guys, you know, to just show you exactly what I did today in a very short amount of time. And I'm gonna, you know, take you through the income for today and show you exactly what I did. I mean, there's no bragging here. I just wanted to encourage like some of the drivers in New York, you know, if they're willing to, if they wanted to drive with Myle also, you know, you can have all the apps, you know, just something to fall back on, right? But this one, like I said, it's stress-free. You're not dealing with you know, some retarded people like some of these Lyft and Uber riders. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna show you what I did today, and eventually at the end of the week, maybe I could show you what I made, you know, all together. So yeah, guys, let's just go over the income for today. All right. Well, guys, you know, this is what I'm trying to, you know, like sort of upload this video, and you could clearly see, guys, that this is really, this Myle app has got some potentials. You know, like yesterday, obviously, Saturday I worked, and it was on and off, and I came up with, obviously it was 487, which basically when I uploaded video, it was like 465, I think, and I did another ride, so it brought up the whole total to 487 some change. I'm just gonna go through my app again, because again today, I actually at one point, because I was doing the Revel today, and because of what transpired during my shift, at that point, when I came out 1:30, it was 12:30 actually when I ended my shift with Revel. That's when I decided to just go and continue doing the mile, right? I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. If you guys like, I'm gonna say it again, this app has got some real potentials. It's got some really good earnings, and it all is about how much you want to devote yourself to this app, like, to basically, all you have to do, just you have to kind of sort of coordinate between the trips. Where your pickup is, where you're going, and basically once you start actually taking trips, you wanted to have some kind of sort of connection, between the two trips, between whatever the trips are. This is my current trip right now. I'm actually waiting for my passengers. It basically, oh shit, I almost gonna click pickup, because I'm not supposed to click pickup until they show up. Yeah, actually, it's I'm waiting for them, but I'm gonna go to my earnings from yesterday, because like I said, the app Myle app statement ends at midnight. So I did the last trip, and it was for 1566, but it would be part of the tomorrow statement, right? Which is 1565, and I'm actually waiting for this trip for 3820 right there. You see that? That we're gonna count towards Sunday, right? So today, like I said, when I started at 12:30, this is what I made. Between that was my first trip was actually 12:43, and I just kept going. Everything kind of was smooth. Did bunch of rides here, and it brought the total to $314.94. If I had started earlier, because I did the shift that morning, and what actually took place after, like before noon. So like I explained in my beginning of my video. So guys, this app, it's really smooth, no problem whatsoever. And what I like about this, man, is because every pickup, it's accurate. I've never went to an address and it was off, where basically a person wasn't there. These addresses and people all together that do this access a ride, they basically vetted, like I said, and before even they request these cars, they make sure that they have the correct addresses. They're not the one that actually pin these locations like some dumb passengers with Uber Lyft. They just they click pin random freaking pickup locations, and then next thing they blame you for it, right? I'm gonna hammer with this, and honestly at this point, because they didn't really add the money for yesterday, so I'm at like $1,091.73. I might end up with a little over $1,500 this week, with whatever I'm mixing it up with the apps, Revel, the whole thing. So guys, it's nothing about bragging or whatever. I just wanted to tell you that this app has some potentials, and obviously I want you to guys take advantage of this. If you guys from New York wanted to get away from the whole headache, having to deal with this crazy and knuckleheads Uber Lyft riders, right? Guys, I'm gonna keep you posted. I'm gonna upload the video eventually. with what I made for the whole week, right? If this person does not show up, I'm gonna call them again because I want to make this $38.20. If they don't show up, then obviously I'm gonna miss out on this. But there'll be some more rides eventually, you know, because I can see there's some rides here too, right? Let me click on this. But anyhow, guys, I'm gonna talk to you soon, right? And I'll keep you posted. And if there's any video in the future, and I will. You guys enjoyed the weekend, all right? God bless United States of America. Take care, guys. Bye.